There are cameramen, photographers, cheerleaders, policemen on alert. It's the biggest event of the year. It is also being broadcast live on television. The star everyone is waiting for is called the Prophet. He lives a few kilometers away from the stadium. We find him at his home, where his escort is already ready and dressed impeccably. His bodyguards are also his disciples. It is 2 o'clock. Dominique Khonde, surrounded by his armed bodyguards, leaves for the stadium.
Mais on est là tout simplement pour essayer de remonter ceux qui sont faibles.
Before going on stage, Dominique Khonde greets Bruno Tshibala in the crowd, the country's prime minister. The apparent prophet is a clever man. He does not sell his miraculous juice in public places like this stadium. He dispenses it more discreetly in small parishes scattered around the country. It is thanks to this network that he has already raked in millions of pounds. A few days later, Dominique Khonde holds an open session in Mateta, in the suburbs of Kinshasa. There are already more than 100 people waiting on the pavement in front of the entrance for a consultation. At 11 o'clock, Dominique Khonde arrives in his large 4x4 worth several thousand pounds.
Amen. Merci.
All of his followers have come for his supposedly magical remedy. But before being allowed to get it, you must go to the cash register and make a small donation. Dominique Khonde meets a long line of ill people. This woman suffered a brain hemorrhage a year ago. Consultations often only last a few seconds. The prescription is always the same. Once they've received a prescription, the ill people are directed towards the room next door, which is the pharmacy. This is where you find the famous juice. It is sold in small used water bottles. The followers are convinced that it makes miracles happen.
Ça guérit même les sida, même l'estomac, cancer de foie, même cirrhose de foie, donc beaucoup de maladies.
It's a promise with no scientific foundation, which can be a dangerous message for ill people. It costs over £10 for just 500 milliliters of the juice. It's a huge sum, which equates to half of the average salary. As a result, the poorest patients share the costs. The room is letting off a strong smell of petrol. The juice is packed on site. The demand is so high that Dominique Khonde will soon have to begin industrial production. He has just received the new packaging. It mentions on the packaging that it cures diseases such as epilepsy, cancer, and even AIDS. How does it have so much power? If he could explain, it would provide a divine inspiration. But when we ask Dominique Khonde to read to us what is written on the box, he avoids reading the word AIDS.
Ces produits traitent des maladies d'origine naturelle ou mystérieuse, telles que l'épilepsie, cancer, etc.
Il y a écrit que ça guérit du sida, mais vous n'avez pas dit.
Du sida, non. Je n'ai pas souvent fait mention de cette maladie.
In the Congo, around 400,000 people are infected with AIDS. Another false statement that the prophet gives is that his juice supposedly resurrects dead children.
Ces produits, il y a des gens qui donnent même des morts-nés. On applique le jus, on met dans la bouche le mort-né. Ils reviennent à la vie, les morts-nés.
While we are in his office, his assistants count and stack banknotes. This scammer sells tens of thousands of bottles every year and doesn't ever worry about getting caught.